Welcome to the Real Estate Jam session. We're going to do a little pivot today. I was talking to my friend Katherine Coleman. She's a residential real estate agent up in Aspen. She's with the agency, by the way. And she was telling me about all the price increases from rental market to single family homes, condos, everything up there, and how it's increased and the numbers they've increased by. Pretty astonishing. So I think it'll be a great video, very interesting for you. Now, if you're new to this channel, my name is Joe Killinger. I'm a real estate entrepreneur that's been in business for 20 some years. I've done brokerage, investments, had a startup company or two. So I've got a lot of experience, and I use this YouTube channel to really come on and tell you about what's worked well for us, what I failed at, and I do the same with guests I have on. I ask them, give me some tips that have worked well for you, and then I ask them, what have you failed at? So it can be very educational, very, very informational. So make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe while you're there, and then give this video a like. All right, Katherine, so let's talk about what's going on in the Aspen market. We keep hearing about luxury real estate luxury real estate's on fire. Is it? What are you seeing in Aspen?
Aspen is a hotbed right now, and it has been since the pandemic started.
Okay.
Homes that are hitting the market that are priced well are going under contract within days, not weeks. That's currently not reflected in the average days on market statistics I have to share, but anybody who wants to get into Aspen, especially downtown, they've got to be first in the door, all cash. And
so you're not seeing any financing deals happening right now, right? It's all cash, quick close. Are you seeing people even do the whole, here's my deposit, it's liquid right now, we'll close in 20 days?
Yes. I mean, okay. 20-day closes is not too long, but people aren't necessarily closing in a week. I mean, it seems that people are still doing their due diligence, and some properties are falling out of contract because of that. Here in Colorado, unlike in California, where I'm also licensed, we don't do inspections or appraisals or anything until the property's under contract usually. So, in California, you have this information up front. You don't need to go through those.
Through those steps. Okay, so kind of walk us through, what is the price increase you've seen the last, 18 to 24 months that we've been going through the pandemic?
Well, for single family homes, in Aspen, we've seen increase from around 2,500 a square foot to around, a colleague of mine just mentioned she saw one that was listed for 3,700 a square foot. So about $1,000 a square foot in the past year.
Man, that's incredible. Now, are you seeing that in single family homes as well as condos?
Yes.
Okay. Man, that's a big number. Mm-hmm. So where's your current inventory at right now? I mean, typically you want to have 7-8 months of inventory. Are you guys down to 2-3 months?
Yeah, we have about 42 single family homes for sale right now and 12 condos. And the condos are, price per square foot are much more expensive than homes, but they're more centralized, to the ski mountain, close to the ski mountain, close to downtown, and generally lower price point.
Now, are you seeing most of the activity in the heart of Aspen, or is it more? I guess it's probably outside because there's more inventory there. But what are you actually seeing? Are you seeing people say, "Hey, I want to be in the heart of things. When something comes up, I'll pay cash"? Are they willing to go outside of the heart of the city a little bit?
Most people want to be in the heart of things. There are some people who don't want to be in the heart of things. And that's probably why we have more single family homes on the market. And also the price point's higher, obviously. It's, hard to find a single family home here for under 7 million these days.
That's about what size is that? 4,000, 5,000 square feet for 7 million?
Yeah, anywhere from, they're a little larger. Sometimes smaller. I mean, it varies.
Okay. And now what's the rental market like? Is there anything for rent?
Yes, there are things for rent, but Aspen has mainly largely short-term rental market. Seasonal. So, and the city of Aspen at the end of last year enacted a moratorium restricting or limiting or, taking away the ability for people to apply for a short-term rental permit. So it's such a problem that the city of Aspen has felt that they need to step in and slow it down a little bit while they reassess things.
Yeah.
But other than that, short-term rentals are very, very lucrative part of the business, and a lot of people are working with them.
Yeah. So the Airbnbs, the VRBOs, I think you got a bear behind you right now.
Oh, that's Cowboy.
That's a big boy. What kind of increases have you seen in the rental market? The lease rates?
What, Heather, what have you seen in the lease rate increase in the rental market?
Hi.
Hey, Heather.
Heather Sinclair.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Heather.
10%?
Yeah. I mean, I rented
20%?
something for 14,000 a night over the holidays, a 3-bedroom.
14,000 a night?
Yeah.
If you could send me, I need to be their friend. Could you
Yeah.
send me that information?
I know.
We all
Lord.
are friends.
I'd like for them to come back, but it was
Yeah.
also at the Hotel Jerome with amenities. So, I mean, there's just a lot of rental demand because there's not a lot of inventory to purchase. So people
All
are
right,
trying
so
to
rents
rent
obviously have gone up. We just don't know
until they
exactly
find
how much.
something.
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
time. I'm sure it's gone up considerably. Are you guys seeing institutional buyers coming up there? We keep saying about Blackstone is buying. Yeah, they're not up there, right? It's
No.
all individuals. What's your guys' average buyer profile look like?
I'll let you take
Okay,
over.
thank
It was
you.
nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. We get down to the nitty gritty. She heads out on you.
No. More and more the buyer profile is trending towards, families, individuals, and I mean, as young as their early 30s or 40s, not really 30s, but mid to late 30s, early 40s, all the way up to, 60s, I guess.
Right.
I haven't, people are selling that are in their 70s and 80s, but I haven't seen many of them
Right.
purchasing from outside the market.
Are they tech? Where are they coming from?
Well, they're
Wall
coming from
Street,
cities,
tech?
and this is a second or third or fourth or fifth home for them. So it's a lifestyle decision, and it's precedented on, their interest in being closer to the mountains and having more of a work-life balance. So, ski in the mornings, work in the afternoon, sort of thing.
Right. God, second, third, or fourth, and fifth homes.
Yeah.
That just seems like.
And investment properties. I mean, a lot of people are purchasing solely for investment. I mean, I'll see a property close on the MLS, and then within days, I see the rental listing go up,
Mhm.
for,
Are
$75,000.
you guys, Airbnb, VRBO is a big business up there?
It's more of it is actually broker to broker.
So is it
So
really?
yeah. So we have a broker to broker network where people email out requests or listings,
Okay.
and also we post them on the MLS. There is VRBO and Airbnb and plenty of other, different avenues to rent, but most people are using brokers.
Yeah. Do you know days on market? It's shortened though. From what it was pre-pandemic to what it is now, has it been halved?
Yeah, it's been halved, but it's still the average days on market here in Aspen for the single family homes still seems quite long. It's 157 days on average.
Oh, really?
But there are some properties that have been sitting on the market for over a year that bring down that average, which is, not really reflective of the current climate for, well-priced property that hits the market any day would probably be under contract within a few. Condos are a little bit shorter time frame, about 75 days. But again, I just purchased my own condo and it was not on the market more than one day. So
Inside information?
Yeah.
Figured. Good. That's good for real estate agents.
Well, it would have been, even if I hadn't, I mean, there were multiple offers, all cash offers, higher price behind me. They had 3 or 4 backups, I was told.
That's just, so, okay, let's say I can't afford Aspen anymore. I mean, what'd you say, 3,700 a square foot? That's insane. So if I can't afford Aspen anymore, where do I go? What's the next location?
Snowmass Village would be the closest location with similar, well, certainly the same access to skiing and, biking and all the outdoor activities, but Snowmass is a little bit more of a ski village and doesn't have as much it does not have a downtown. So, they have restaurants and stuff like that, but a lot of times people find they need to leave Snowmass to come to Aspen to enjoy, all that Aspen has in the area has to offer. Some people are purchasing properties as far down valley as Basalt and Carbondale.
Okay.
But, you know, you're driving about 30, 40 minutes to get to the mountain. You know, the beautiful spots, price points are much more affordable. But it doesn't have the cachet of Aspen.
Is it down there? Is it half? I mean, 1,500 a square foot. What is
Yeah,
it?
a little
Yeah,
closer
it's
to
like
that.
half price.
A
Huh?
little closer. I can double check.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Basalt price per square foot is actually, no, it's lower. It's 809 is the average for a house,
Oh.
and the condo is 1295.
okay.
Let me pull up Snowmass while we're talking about it. Snowmass is a single family home is 1858, so $1,858, and then condos are close by at 1774. But the inventory over there is also very it's very tight. Let's see how many homes are on the market right there. There are 14 condos on the market and 10 houses. So it's a smaller area. There are less, you know, there's less large homes and real estate like that.
Do you know much about the commercial market up in Aspen? What's going on there at all?
You know, I'm not as familiar with the commercial market.
Yeah. But are you seeing stuff come on the market commercially?
Yes. I don't watch it close enough to.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering what was the market was, because I think people are going to be buying and holding.
Oh, land banking for sure. That's
Yeah.
a common conversation topic.
Is there land left in Aspen to build on?
You know, actually, I saw it was my listing was the last 2-acre parcel in East Aspen that sold last year. And there are still a few parcels that are undeveloped, but there's also the city of Aspen has also instituted a moratorium on residential construction.
Right.
So if you were to buy a parcel right now, you would be sitting and waiting for a while before you could actually start applying for permits.
How long would it take? A year, 2 years?
Well, the moratorium, I think, expires in June for that, or June or August. I'm not positive, but this year. And it's actually Aspen Board of Realtors has taken the city to court, and they're arguing the case as we speak. That, you know, the city didn't follow the proper guidelines and procedures to institute this emergency act. So
are they trying to restrict the size of the homes being built?
Well, they have multiple concerns. Some of it is affordable housing. So a lot of people are being priced. A lot of people who need to live and work in Aspen have been priced out of their housing because of the boom and the interest in being here and short-term rentals. So one problem they say is the short-term rental market is too strong, too broad, and it's hotelizing parts of Aspen that shouldn't be like residential areas. The other thing that they argue, or that another argument I know they have, is that the greenhouse gas emissions from, you know, tearing down and building new homes or any sort of residential construction it's impacting the landfill, it's impacting the environment, and it's also impacting our traffic in and out of town. Obviously, in the mornings, you know, if you're traveling up Valley to Aspen from Basalt or anywhere down Valley, you're sitting in quite a bit of traffic. They call it the trade parade.
Right.
And when you're leaving, similarly, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just, you know, it's a kind of bottleneck.
Yeah,
so.
Workforce housing is probably something you guys are going to have to be looking at, if not now, very soon. I was in Texas a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking to them, and you know, they're going through the same thing. You know, there's so many people coming in there.
And Aspen does have affordable housing, deed restricted housing, which is, they're actually one of the first, I think they're the first ski town in America to spearhead this notion, but we have affordable housing and have had it here, I think, since the 70s, and it's in different parts of town, and some pockets you wouldn't even know. And, you know, right outside of town, the outskirts of town near the hospital. And, you know, it's below market rate rent, and it's based on your income, and people, you know, find it very, very, you know, helpful. And you can purchase, it's deed restricted. So there are options, or there's an opportunity to, you know, enter into a lottery where one could essentially get an option to purchase their unit.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I know we're getting a little long here for you. I know you're busy, but I got 2 questions for you. What is that, your cowboy hat in the back? And is that a bullwhip behind you?
This is a cowboy hat and this is a bullwhip.
Do you know how to use that bullwhip? Yeah, you're gonna hurt yourself.
I need a
Poking
little
eye out.
room.
Yeah, pop it. Yeah. I used to use one in Nebraska quite well. When growing up on a farm, we had a few bulls, and so it came in handy because
Yeah,
when they
no,
were
this-
coming, you weren't going to stop them. But and then secondly, Catherine, why don't you give us all your contact? I know that you're with the agency in Aspen, Colorado. How do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, my website is Own in Aspen, OWNIN Aspen. My phone number is 970-456-2957. And my email is Katherine.Coleman@theagencyre.com. I'm also Own in Aspen on Instagram, so you can follow me there. And feel free to drop me a text or email or call. I'm happy to work with you.
Yeah, great. And then so yeah, folks, reach out to her. Call her, ask any questions. She's been in the business for quite a while. She knows Aspen backward and forward. She'll be a great contact for you. And, if you've been watching this show today, you like what you see, make sure you go to the YouTube video and subscribe to the video or to the channel and like the video. Katherine, thank you for coming on today. Very much appreciated. I can't get over the pricing there. That's absolutely insane to me.
I know. It's a great investment.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Salesperson. All righty. Thank you.
Thanks.